Okay, when you're trying to download TeamSpeak, you can actually go to their website directly, or for our FateCalled members, you can go to rift.fatecalled.com, and the first option across the top will say Home, the second one will say Community. If you'll hover Community and then drop down to the very first option, it'll read TeamSpeak. You can just click on that TeamSpeak option right on here under Community, and it'll bring up a page right here that'll tell you it has a little FateCalled logo with TeamSpeak, and then it says click, and then it gives a link to teamspeak.com. When you click on teamspeak.com, we have very detailed instructions here, and all that you're going to do is I'm just going to right click right here and open in a new window. It should be set to where if you just click it, it'll open in a new window automatically. But I went ahead and I right clicked just to make sure. Now, TS Sync is coming soon. It's telling you it's going to synchronize all the TeamSpeak devices. And so they'll keep you all updated here on the TeamSpeak. But if we go back to our website, what it tells you is click on the green button that reads Free Download to begin the download and install the software. Then select Run When Downloaded option to install the software. So all you're going to do is literally come over here, and you're going to see where it's on the right hand side towards the bottom you have a bright green square that says Free Download and the TeamSpeak 3 client, and you just click on that button. You're going to get a screen that comes up that basically says here's your licensing agreement. It's a standard agreement. You can read through everything if you want to. It's a standard agreement like you would agree to for playing pretty much every game or using any software right now, from Yahoo Instant Messenger to Uvu to Skype. Same kind of agreements as you would have for Rift, World of Warcraft, League of Legends. It's just a standard agreement. And you just click on the Agree button right here, a little check mark. And once that check mark is in your box, you click Submit. When this happens, they say, please help with a quick survey. This usually does come up, and it says, thank you for downloading TeamSpeak. Please take a moment to tell us how you heard about us. If multiple options apply, choose the one where you saw us first. Now, they have all of these different options that are like PCGamer.com, GameReplays.org, BattleEmpire.com, MMO-champion.com. What we would ask that you do for us here is go ahead and click where it says Other and type in rift.fatecalled.com, that website that we started at. Once you've done that, just click on Submit. If you decide that you absolutely don't want to say where you got it from, or you don't want to give credit to anyone, you also have an option right here, right beside the Submit button that says No thanks, take me to the download, in which case nobody will basically get credit for the fact that you went over and downloaded TeamSpeak from their reference. But like I said, we would appreciate it if where it says Other, you just put rift.fatecalled.com and then click Submit. You'll get a screen that says thank you for downloading TeamSpeak. Your download will start in a few seconds. If it does not start, please click here. Now, my download's a little bit different than most people's because I have something called Internet Download Manager that helps make it easier for me to control all of my downloads so that I don't have pop-up issues and all these other problems that are going on. So most of the time what you're going to get is where I got all mine up here as a pop-up window. Most people are going to get it in the bottom left-hand corner of their screen where it'll say that it's simply downloading it. And you will click on that little arrow beside it, and the little arrow beside your download will say Open when done. And that's all we're going to need you to do. With Internet Download Manager, it becomes a little bit more complex because I've got to tell it where I want it to download. Everyone knows that I play Ryar/Dobrova, but I am Mark Chittister. I've got the websites out there where I write the Fate Called series and a couple of other stories. So they already know that this is my real name, so I'm not worried about the fact that it's showing you who I am here. But I can click where it says Save As. It goes to Users, My folder, Downloads, Programs, and then tells me it's going to be called TeamSpeak 3 Client Win32, and its exact make. it also tells me on this, and this is one of the reasons I do like this uh, Internet Download Manager. It tells me that I can classify this as a video, program, music, whatever. It tells me how big it is. I can download by starting now or by downloading later. So I have a lot of this on Internet Download Manager. You can do that if you want. It's another add-on for your computer. If you don't, then like I said, in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll simply have something that'll pop up at the bottom of your browser, and it'll say downloading this program. You'll have a little down arrow beside it. It'll look very much so like the down arrow right here at the end of where it says programs. And you just click on that, and in the pop-up menu, you will click down or start when completed. That's all that you have to do. That'll download the TeamSpeak program, and as soon as it's done downloading it, it'll automatically put it into your computer for you. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out and say no, I don't want to download this because I've already got this program on my computer. Once we do have the program downloaded, the next thing that you'll notice is we say once we have the software, enter the following information. And right now our information says host.epsilon.militech.org:9990 and password for our channel. Now this information will be changing. We're getting ready to adjust our website, and all of this information will be going behind a password. And so this information will get you in right now, but it will not get you in the future. So what we ask is just make sure that you check in with somebody in the Rift game, and any officer in the Rift game will be able to give you the password that you need to be able to download the information so that you can actually click straight through to our TeamSpeak site, download what you need, and be able to follow step by step. The reason that we're asking for this is the very next step that you get after you have entered this information to join the channel. You have to set a security level. And when you try to connect, it's immediately going to say your security level is too low. We've done this for a number of reasons, but we need to have you reset your security level to a level of 28. Now this process in the note that I have says it should take approximately 5 to 10 minutes on a cable modem. I have had a couple of people that are arguing about this because they say it takes a little bit longer. There are a couple of reasons it could take longer. It could be that instead of a cable modem, you're on a DSL, that you're on a dial-up, that you're on a lower level connection speed. Some places find that when there is adverse weather conditions, you can also have this take longer. The longest that I've had most people tell me it takes is about 45 minutes. I did have one person who I felt really sorry for. He said that it actually took him something along the lines of 4 or 5 hours to get his to actually upgrade properly. But since we've got him upgraded, he's had no problems whatsoever. And this security level is simply to help us make sure that when you come in to talk to us, we have you 100% secure and you don't have to worry about anybody messing with you. It's going to be something where when you're into this TeamSpeak site with us, you're not going to have to worry about, well, is somebody else going to get my information? Is somebody else going to pretend they're me? Is somebody else going to be able to do all these things that they're doing on these other channels and these other chat sites? If it's Ventrilo, Mumble, TeamSpeak, Skype, a lot of these are having issues right now with this sort of thing. So that's what the security level is set to do, is it's actually helping you move up to a higher level of security and making it to where it's harder for people to be able to try and impersonate you or try and pretend like they are you. So we are going to ask that you go ahead and you set that security level. Now what I've done is I have a TeamSpeak connection here, and to set that security level, what you'll do is you'll have across the top connections, then bookmarks, then self, then permissions, tools, and then settings. You will need to click on the settings option right here at the top of the screen. The next step is to scroll down to the bottom of this pop-up window. Just move your mouse down. You'll have Setup Wizard, Identities, Plugins, and then Options. You're going to want to click where it says Options. Now this Options window will appear, and this is where we're actually going to set our information. If you look, the options that we have, we come in immediately on a Design tab. You have an Application, a Design, Download, Security, Playback, Capture, chat, whisper, hotkeys, messages, and notifications. We're going to want to go to where it says security. It's going to be the fourth option down. In the fourth option down, you will have a number of options available. I recommend that you just go ahead and skip all those for right now. We can come back, and if you have any questions or you want to set things up to make it easier for you, then we'll be more than happy to talk you through any situation or any settings that you want to change. But the next step that you're going to want to do to set your security level is the very bottom option down here. Will say Identities with a button that says Identity Manager. And we're going to click that button that says Identity Manager. Now when we're in here, we have to create an identity. Well, I have a default identity, so I just click on Default right here. I come over, the identity is default. I type in my nickname, what I want to be called, the phonetic nickname. Okay, that's my nickname. The phonetic nickname is an option. RYAR is something that is not always going to be pronounced correct. KRELLOR out of my names are not always going to be pronounced correct. So I want the first name to be pronounced Ryar. So I use the word Ry, R-Y-E. Then I put a dash, and then I put A-R-E. And that way, if someone's using a text-to-talk, it will automatically tell me Ryar is my name. Same thing for Krellor. Krellor will be K-R-E-L-L, Krell, -or, O-R-E. And when you put it together, it's Krellor. So it tells people straight out that my name is Ryar or Krellor. Now, down at the very bottom of this screen, you're going to get another button over here that says Improve. It'll say Security Level and Improve. The standard security, if I remember right, is a 20 or a 25. So you don't have a huge amount that you have to go up. But all you're going to do is where it says Current Security Level 28, for me, yours would say 20 or 25. Requested security level is right below that. You're going to click where it says Requested Security Level, and you're going to type in your security level that you're requesting. In this case, you'll type in 28. Once you have the 28, and that's what you want, you simply go down to the button right here at the bottom right. It says Start. When you click Start, the little bar in the middle of this screen will start to run a little timer bar, just like you're downloading something, and it's going to basically just start filling its way from left to right. But the elapsed time down here will tell you how long it's been going. Total time ballpark figure, where it says unknown to begin with right here, will actually adjust as you are going and try and give you a rough estimate as to how long it'll take to improve your security level. Once it's done, then you will need to close everything that you have. It'll tell you security level has been updated. You'll have everything completely closed, and you will be completely logged out. You'll simply go back and reopen your TeamSpeak. You should have a TeamSpeak 3 client program that'll be on your desktop from where you downloaded it. Double click on that and open your TeamSpeak 3. When you do this, your TeamSpeak 3 will be ready for you to open and connect, and all you'll need to do is click where it says Connections and click the word Connect. In this, where it says Connections, you're actually going to have to type in what the server address is that you're supposed to get. Now, in our case, we had a website that told us to enter epsilon.militech.org:9990. So we will simply copy that and transfer it over into our server address here. Our server address will now be set to what we were trying to, the epsilon.militech.org, which is where we were trying to connect on port 9990. Where it says nickname and phonetic nickname, the nickname is what will show up as the name when you log in, and the phonetic nickname is how any voice-to-text software will attempt to pronounce your name. If you leave the phonetic nickname blank, then it will simply say user has entered the channel. So you do not have to put this in if you do not want to. This is an option. The default channel is another option, but what we've done is we've given you the exact default channel that you need. And all you have to do is scroll down under the advanced option, and you'll see the default channel, and it starts with a square bracket, and you have C spacer, a series of equal marks, rift guilds, a series of equal marks, slash fake called rift. You're going to copy that exact line, and then you're going to paste it right here into the default channel box. And when you paste it into the default channel box, your box should look like this. Then for the channel password, we'll do the same thing. We'll go back over here, and it says the channel password here is all lowercase, the word purple. So we're going to take that word and we're going to hit Control. We're going to highlight it, hit Control C. Then we're going to go back over to our TeamSpeak. We're going to click right here in the channel password and hit Control V. We've now entered our password. So in order to do all of this, we've put everything into place that it needs to be here. And we are going to now click where it says Connect. So the options you have across the bottom, you're going to have a button that says Less over on the left, and then on the right you're going to have 3 buttons in a row: Connect, in New Tab, and Cancel. What we're going to do is we're going to go and we're just going to hit the first button on the right that says Connect. When we do that, you'll see down in the chat that it says trying to resolve host name. Then when it connects, it'll say welcome, and you'll get a welcome message in green. Then you'll have a little bit of a red message here, and the red message is basically, if there's a problem with this server, we do have a backup server, please connect to see us there. So that's how you're going to set your security level and how you will initially connect to TeamSpeak. If you have any other questions or concerns on TeamSpeak, we will be creating a series of further guides to try and help answer those questions. And as I said, this epsilon.militech.org URL that we're using to connect right now is actually going to be replaced. It is a method that we're using to connect right now, but we will be changing, and that updated information is available already through our guild officers, and the updated information will be posted on our website when we put the TeamSpeak information behind a password. Thank you, and we hope this has helped.